Do y'all ever feel like you just have too much stuff? The closet is overflowing, the garage is overflowing, or like me, that chair of donations is really overflowing? That's where Adios comes in. They're a local Austin service that makes it ridiculously easy to say goodbye to your old stuff and feel good doing it. Go to sayadios.com and order a bag, fill it up, text them, and they will pick it up from your doorstep. So get on over there, use code CITYCAST for 50% off. That's sayadios.com. One bag, one text, one less thing on your mind. Today on CityCast Austin, it's the Friday News Roundup. The elections are here, we're all praying for rain, and our governor and mayor are fighting, y'all. We're here to chat about it all, plus our weekend picks. It's Friday, October 24th. I'm Nikki Devon, and this is what Austin's talking about. Hello, I am here with the best newsletter editor in town, Kelsey Bradshaw. What's up, Kelsey?
Hello.
Hello. And our incredible executive producer, Eva Ruth Moravec.
What up?
What's up, Eva Ruth?
I'm excited.
I like it. I like it.
The weekend can't get here fast enough for me.
I mean, listen, it is here. Y'all, we have had a pretty busy week. So in case you missed it, we talked about a lot of stuff on the pod this week. We talked about AISD. We gave y'all a guide to UT. We had conversations that were pro-TRE and anti-TRE. And there was a lot going on in the newsletter too, Kelsey, right?
Oh, yeah. I had a bunch of fun stuff in the newsletter this week. I went and saw The Outsiders at Bass Concert Hall, and it was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. So I wrote a big, long thing about that. I wrote a voter's guide because early voting started earlier this week, and you have until Halloween to do early voting before you can't vote again until actual election day on November 4th. And then obviously we had to have Nikki's best Halloween pop-up bars in Austin list in the newsletter this week as well.
Spooky.
And Austin is kind of killing it on the Halloween pop-ups this year.
Yeah, they're on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of next level.
Yeah.
The city is on top of it.
I will say the photos were spooky, honestly. The picture, I was like, well, I'm scared to go in that one.
Yeah.
The more Halloween drinks I had, the blurrier the photos got. But it's fine. It's fine. So, okay. Well, I feel like this was inevitable, but the time has come for our mayor to find himself once again in Governor Greg Abbott's bullseye or crosshairs, depending on how you want.
That's the right word. That's the right
word. Crosshairs. The Texas versus Austin battle is a tale as old as time, but until now, Abbott and Austin Mayor Kirk Watson seem to kind of just coexist just fine. Watson was a state senator before he came back to Austin as mayor, and he even worked with Abbott on legislation at the Capitol. Even so, the two of the girls are going at it. The girls are fighting. This week,
the pissing match is on.
Listen, it has happened. This week, Abbott announced, quote, "Weapons, needles, and other debris should not litter the streets of our community, and the state of Texas is taking action. I directed state agencies to address this risk and make Austin safer and cleaner for residents and visitors to live, travel, and conduct business." Now, Abbott said that state officials removed 48 unhoused encampments, removed over 3,000 pounds of debris, arrested 24 repeat felony offenders, and seized over 125 grams of narcotics. First of all, this man stays in our business. Y'all, I don't understand.
We have a plan.
Right.
Listen, Texas is so goddamn big. Let's just, real quick, caveat. Texas is so goddamn big that it takes half a day, or over half a day, to drive across it. You can fit other states inside of our
multiple
state.
times.
And this man can't keep his hands out of Austin. It's like, I don't care about none of them other places. Austin, I need to keep my eye on y'all. The gag here is that Watson did not know. He just did these things and didn't discuss it with our mayor. He just came in and did it. And he was disappointed because That's not how we do things here. We have an entire homeless strategy office. We have a whole thing. We got a whole plan.
And I read in a KUT story that the city was already getting a cleaning up plan in place because of our current wildfire risk.
Well, that's how they found out.
Yeah.
That apparently David Gray, who's the strategy officer, he said that law enforcement agents arrived unannounced on October 21st at an encampment where they were working on cleanup. But the way they do it is so much more resource intensive for the city. Like it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, and it seems a little kinder.
It's nicer. It's safer.
Yeah, and they're not just clearing out stuff. I mean, you think about this 3,000 pounds of debris that I put in quotation marks, because that's people's stuff.
That's their stuff.
Those are people's belongings, and we understand that at the city of Austin. I think we've taken a different approach to all this. We don't try to arrest our way out of homelessness now anymore, right? I think that the city of Austin has decided that's actually not that helpful, because now these people,
it doesn't work.
Are what? They are still reliant on the state. This is not a solution, and they're just in jail.
Well, and it also is a good point that I sometimes forget. It just relocates one homeless encampment from one neighborhood to another. All you've done is relocate. They're just going to relocate.
Right.
The need is still there. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they don't exist. And I love that David Gray and Mayor Watson labeled it as a show of force and said it was an efficient use of public dollars. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it's always, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
I don't understand what people don't understand about this issue where well, look, we cleaned it up and we removed all the people, so we fixed homelessness. And it's that's not how any of this works.
Out of sight, out of mind. It doesn't exist.
Right.
And I should clarify, they only said that they arrested 24 repeat felony offenders. And I understand that's not arresting somebody for being homeless.
Absolutely. Right.
I want to see the receipts.
But I don't know where the other people in these encampments went,
Right.
I want to see the receipts.
Yeah.
I don't believe this 24 repeat felony offender shit. I need to see, were they committing a felony when you arrested them, or is it just on their sheet?
Right. Did they have warrants? What does that mean?
Have to do with anything if they were not actively committing a felony in that moment?
Yeah.
I want to see the receiptus. I don't trust that.
Yeah, it's just kind of muddying things up for the city of Austin. It doesn't really help. And if they want to help, we could give them some ways to help.
Yeah.
How about you give us some of our money back?
This issue needs help. Yeah. We need more resources here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's a wild overreach and a wild overstep to come into someone's city and not even bother to have a conversation with the leaders of that city.
It's saying something. That's a message.
It's a message. And it also feels like it's testing the waters. How far can we go?
Yeah.
Right. Well, and it feels very, let me copy what Trump is doing kind of thing. And I know that Abbott has always had, the governor of Texas is always trying to fight with the city of Austin, even before Trump existed.
Exactly. This is not anything new here.
Always.
It's not anything new, but it just, Trump sending the National Guard into cities being like, well, if you can't do it, I'll do it. Thanks, bye. And it feels the same.
Yeah. And he's like, no, Daddy, don't come down. I got it.
Yeah. It feels the same.
We are nowhere near that, thank God, here. And I mean, as far as we know, but
wood.
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
they're nowhere near that in those cities that he sent the National Guard to anyway.
Exactly.
But I would say, I think that Watson is a strong leader. He has been in the mix with state officials for a long time. He's no stranger to this. I would imagine there's a lot of behind the scenes conversations happening.
Yeah.
And I hope this doesn't happen again.
And this is all happening while also, we talked about this before.
Right.
Watson has now responded to Abbott's directive about the painted crosswalks being removed. The original notice said municipalities could seek exceptions from the Texas Department of Transportation. And Watson this week directed the city manager to do that and just be like, okay, well, if y'all offering, exceptions, then can your boy get an exception?
Then I'd like one, please.
Then I'd like an exception. He's not hopeful And he's also working on other ways to visibly show support for Austin's diversity. But like, I find this funny because what Watson could have done has been like, nah, I ain't doing it. Like San Antonio was like, nah, we're not doing it. We're challenging it and presenting data on safety. Like you can try it if you want to. We're not doing it. Watson didn't do that. He said, okay, all right, that's fine. Like it's going to happen. We'll figure out other ways.
There's millions of dollars at stake.
There's millions of dollars ways. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he's trying to play ball, right? He's giving you no reason to bring your ass down here. And mess with our unhoused neighbors. Houston is already gone. They've already erased Houston. It's almost like it feels like it doesn't matter what Watson does. You know what I mean? Like Abbott is still going to be like, nah, that's not enough.
But like, what does that mean for Austinites though? I think like it sends a symbolic message, if anything, to people here about like, I care. I'm doing something.
Sure. Yeah. But for a lot of people, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
For sure. But like you look at Houston and, you know, I saw they had like a protest when the city was removing the rainbow crosswalk and they had people sitting on it, like refusing to get up.
Did you see their response?
No.
Overnight, after they removed it, they went through and the sidewalks are painted with rainbows and like trans flags and LGBTQIA plus flags. Like it's awesome. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you know, say what you want about Mayor Watson, but I think at the end of the day, he knows how to play the game. He knows the people that he's dealing with because he's been there. You know, he's been in the Capitol. He knows what he's dealing with.
And he knows they need that money. I mean, we don't want to be cut off of millions of dollars in transportation funding.
Well, and he's also not going to roll over, right? You know, so it's like I think that he works well on finding that balance of dealing with Governor Abbott, but also being like, listen, I'm not an idiot. I know we need this money, but also you're not going to come in our city and change the fabric of our city, which, you know, I appreciate. I don't know if they're ever going to see eye to eye. I don't know. Do y'all think?
Yeah. It just kind of seems like a little tit for tat, like, you know, Abbott does something and then Watson has to react in a way that like is acceptable but still shows that he's here for Austinites. I'll be curious to see what the next step of this is because it does kind of seem like a little ping-pongy.
Yeah, I think until Austin has a super conservative Republican leaning mayor, this is always going to happen. It doesn't matter who it is, how close. You know, it could be Abbott's secret best liberal friend that we don't know about. And I think that wouldn't matter.
Like he's just been in hiding, waiting for his turn.
I
love that. Well, we'll keep an eye on it like we always do. So summer has been over technically for a while, you know, but as usual, Austin did not get that memo. Things have been really warm. They've stayed really warm here and also really, really dry. We've gone more than 6 weeks without any significant rain, officially making it the driest start to fall ever recorded in Austin's history, which is wild.
Amazing.
Which is wild. Now, apparently, we're hoping that our boy Avery Tomasco, shout out to Avery, we love him.
It's true. Hopefully
his forecast is right, and it will be rainy this weekend to break that streak. But I don't know, Eva Ruth, you want to bring us up to speed on what is going on and how we got here?
Yes, I will, with an assist from our resident weather girl, Kelsey Bradshaw, of course.
Yes. Resident weather girl. We need that on a t-shirt immediately.
Yes.
Kelsey Bradshaw, resident weather.
That's me.
Yeah. I don't want to say meteorologist. We're going to piss off Avery and company.
Whoa,
but
hey, I'm a scientist.
I know.
Please. No, you're wrong. I did not get a degree in journalism. What are you talking about?
I am a meteorologist. Get it right.
I have tools in my house.
Excellent.
I am educating the girls on the weather.
Doing the weather weather out there.
Y'all, Kelsey just licked her finger and put it up in the air to tell what's happening with the weather.
Pick up some grass.
I know what's going on.
That was
the
very
breeze.
Twister. Like, I love it.
Anyway.
So yes, this week, Austin Mayor Kirk Watson and Travis County Judge Andy Brown, they got together to issue disaster declarations for our area. The first thing that happened was Governor Greg Abbott renewed the statewide disaster declaration due to these elevated fire conditions. And now, and then like locally, we also kind of did the same thing it prepares us for shit to hit the fan, even though there is nary a flame at the moment. But I'm sure I'm sure as soon as I say that, there will
Not
be.
nary as flame.
Nary a flame.
My God. Poet.
Right? It seems a little extreme, but it helps us prepare. So Abbott has also deployed some resources to try to mitigate our risk of fire, but the big headline here is that we are 5th in the nation for the number of homes at risk of wildfire damage. So,
Wow.
yeah,
That's crazy.
which is because we love our green space, man. Can't get enough of it.
A burn ban is in effect. It remains in effect for those green spaces. Don't be burning anything.
Don't be burning. Don't be dragging your chain from the truck. There's so many different ways that a fire can start.
Also, everybody smokes again. I don't know. Maybe I did not get the memo. I thought we had kind of stopped smoking, but no.
It's back, baby.
It's back.
That's
Everybody
crazy.
smokes. Everybody.
Is this because of the vape ban? Like, what is going on?
I don't know, but I see and I notice it because I always think it looks cool, but I'm also like, why are you smoking?
It looks so
looks
cool.
so cool. Oh my God, Kelsey, I'm so glad you agree with me.
Oh,
It looks
yeah.
so cool. I don't care who you are.
Well, I wonder, whenever I'm like with my friends and we're talking about vaping and stuff, we're always like, well, isn't vaping worse because people are doing it constantly and you can do it anywhere? Whereas like with a cigarette, it's like, it's kind of more of a finite thing that's happening and you can't do it everywhere. And so I wonder if people are like going back to smoking to get off of vapes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's everywhere.
Anyway, make sure to put those cigarette butts out.
Put your cigarette. Yeah, that was my point. Put
Yeah.
your cigarette butts out.
Exactly. The burn risk is high. One thing that really kind of freaked me out watching this press conference was that they're just like, have your stuff ready to go, have like a bag and your important papers. And they said, and make sure you have some food. And then they said dog food. And I was like, no.
Like, are we going to have to evacuate? What's going on?
We might. I mean, that's essentially what they were saying was like, be ready. Don't be alarmist about it, but like, don't be caught off guard also.
Right. We don't need to like doomsday about it, but also
Terrifying.
Because there are 2/3 of the homes in Travis County are in the wildland urban interface, which they call the WUI.
Wooey.
And the risk is super high this year. Kelsey, do you want to talk about why that might be?
Yes. Okay. So Austin is going to be warmer and drier than usual through possibly the whole winter because we're in a La Nina pattern, according to my colleagues at the National Weather Service.
Y'all are on like a group chat.
Not my colleagues. She said, listen, on the group chat, we've been talking about this.
It's like me and my buddies.
Yes.
But so, okay, I'm going to try to explain a La Nina weather pattern in a way that won't make your eyes glaze over. So that happens when the eastern Pacific Ocean near the equator cools off. And that can lead to warmer and drier conditions across the southern U.S., which obviously includes us. And this pattern is supposed to be messing with Austin. It's supposed to be affecting Austin at least through November and part of the winter, and then we'll revisit and see what's happening. But that's part of why everything is so dry and warm. And like, I know every year we're like, wow, it's really hanging on. Like, this is really happening for us. But that's like a specific reason why, not just because we live in the South and this is just how things work
This
down
is just
here.
always how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Halloween is always kind of like, do you wear the sexy outfit or do you wear a trench coat on top of it? Like, And we also did have all the rain this summer that made a bunch of stuff grow, and now it's all dry and dead and ready to.
Well, there is some little pieces of good news is that, again, my colleagues and I, we put together this forecast on the National Weather Service website. But so tonight and today, if you're listening to this in the morning, there's a 50% chance of rain today. The chance goes up to 80% at nighttime. So that's exciting. Showers, possibly a thunderstorm. Obviously, we would need probably like days and days of rain to get rid to help with our severe drought that most of the county is in. But then there are rain chances again on Saturday, and then we dry off again back on Sunday. But that's exciting. That's something. That's not nothing.
I mean, it is really exciting. I think.
I don't remember rain. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I don't know her.
September 5th was the last measurable rainfall.
My birthday, yes. I did that because
Happy birthday,
I controlled the weather.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that 0.08 inches of rain.
You're so welcome.
Listen, what will we do without you? What will we do without you?
But yeah, hopefully some rain. Keep your head on straight. Be prepared.
Yeah.
And like with the dog food thing, make sure you have some water in your house maybe to take on the go.
Yeah.
Listen, I will say I love it when it rains on the weekend.
Oh, so much.
I love it so much. It's kind of my favorite thing. So I'm hoping that this happens. I'm hoping that Austin gets the rain it deserves.
You can jump in some puddles.
Yeah, jump into some puddles, wear some cute little clothes.
Just have wet hair.
Ruth is like, get pneumonia.
Get pneumonia. Catch the consumption.
'Tis the season.
I don't know why I called it the consumption. I don't know what's happening.
And it's also the 1800s.
It's also the 1800s. Speaking of which, speaking of the weekend.
And the 1800s.
And the 1800s.
Go back in time.
What are y'all getting into this weekend? Listen, it's been a newsy week. And I'm not going to say things are heavy, but we've been going through it. It's been a week.
The number of weeks where you have said, it's been a newsy week.
I know. Listen,
we're tired. You're not
52.
Wrong. Yeah.
The
52.
entire past year.
And we are officially in my favorite season. The next 2 weeks for me is Halloween season. I don't care what you say. I understand some people think Halloween is just one day. You are ridiculous. Grow up. Halloween technically is a whole month, but it is for sure the last 2 weeks of October. It's Halloween time. You should have your costumes ready and prepared, or at least an idea, because Halloween stuff is starting this weekend.
It's here. It's here.
It's here. So we want to talk about a few things going on this weekend. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Okay. Well, so my 2 things have nothing to do with Halloween. Hope that's okay.
That's okay.
I'm hoping to maybe make it out to an Austin Film Fest movie, because you don't have to have a full, badge or whatever to go see something. And they have a lot of cool stuff that's happening. Like the new Knives Out is happening on Friday at Paramount. Yes. It's called Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out Mystery.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
I love the Knives Out series.
It's so good.
They're so good. And the cast for this one is really fun. Like Josh O'Connor, Glenn Close, Andrew Scott. Mila Kunis is there. It's just, I'm very interested to see what's happening there. But they also have Hamnet that you can go see, I think, on Saturday. And they just have a handful of things that you can go do and not have to, be fully part of the festival. And something else I'm interested in on Saturday is the Gimme Gimme Disco at the 29th Street Ballroom. There's not a lot of information on this, but I assume it's an ABBA thing. And I love ABBA.
I love ABBA.
Love ABBA. I went on a date last week and I got into his car like an idiot. I'm obviously safe and fine, but whatever. He played Gimme Gimme and he goes, let me show you one of my favorite songs. He played that. And then I said, Gimme Gimme? And he goes, you know ABBA? Dead serious.
Oh, no.
And I was like, ABBA?
He thinks he discovered them?
Yes. But so I figured in honor of that, I'd go check out what's happening with this disco.
What if he's there?
He won't be. He's too weird.
Okay.
Are you sure? Have you ever heard of ABBA?
He, quote, isn't on the internet, so he has no idea about this.
Okay.
That guy. Okay. I've dated that guy. I don't do the internet.
I was just like, okay, well, the internet's like half of my personality at this point, so.
And my job. So
I gotta go. Yeah.
This
I
isn't
gotta
going to work.
Yeah. Anyway, what are you guys doing?
Anyways. Eva Ruth, what about you?
Yeah.
I've got a couple of suggestions for this weekend's festivities. I will be out of town, full disclosure. I am taking a little out of office timey poo. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
About time.
Oh, you won't hear from Austin.
Yeah. We need you to take a vacation.
You need a vacation.
I'm editing this out.
Here at CityCast Austin, we encourage all of our employees to have a work-life balance.
Absolutely.
And Eva Ruth likes to avoid hers.
Hey, all right. I'm in charge of the microphone now.
Eva Ruth has a talking stick.
So I
She's
will
like,
miss
I'm the boss. What the heck?
getting roasted on my own show. Take 50. I'm very much looking forward to it. You won't hear from me for a couple of Friday news roundups. But one thing that I think is really fun in Austin that's happening this weekend is the 42nd annual Viva la Vida Festival and Parade. It's on Saturday, and it celebrates Dia de los Muertos. And this starts at noon with a grand parade down 6th Street. And, you know, there's going to be tons of vibrant costumes and dancers and floats and live music. And the parade goes down to where the festival will be, and that lasts through the afternoon. The festival is going to be at 4th and Congress, and there they'll have like some art activities, food, artists, retail booths, and a lowrider exhibition, as well as live performances throughout the day. So
it looks amazing.
Yeah. And I know they put out a call for volunteers. Like, I also love that there's so many Austinites just involved in putting it on too and helping celebrate that culture. So that's really fun on Saturday. And then on Sunday, if you feel like supporting some art education, the Contemporary Austin is having their annual fundraiser. It's $40. But it's a full day of fun, Sunday from 1 to 5 at Laguna Gloria. And it helps them with their art education programs for all ages. It will be a surreal safari themed afternoon, which sounds fun, jungly. And some of the performers include a thereminist, who plays the theremin? Theremin? I don't even know how to say that. Yeah.
Theremin.
The theremin that's like,
They're amazing. The chick from Octopus Project plays it.
That's so
It's
cool.
incredible.
Do it again. Sorry.
It's a
What
cool
does it sound
Halloween
like?
sound.
It's a bomb ass instrument. Yeah, it's cool as shit. And that's exactly what it sounds
exactly like that. There's also going to be a magician there to freak Kelsey out, and somebody playing the vibraphone, some Chinese folk music artists, and a new musical that's going to be debuted. So some random things going on in our city, but good ways to support arts and culture. Nikki, what is on your list of 5,000 things to do this weekend?
Don't be like that. So here's the thing. I actually am not going to be here this weekend either. Yeah. But
My job.
yeah. But
The city gasps.
Wow.
I will be in the beautiful city of Denver visiting Nicole's family.
Aww.
And actually seeing the Broncos and the Cowboys play each other. So I'm super stoked about that. But there are lots of things that I would be doing if I was here because, y'all, there is so much happening. So off top, I'm going to mention the same thing I mentioned every single Friday, the next stage this week at Central Machine Works. You went last week, didn't you?
I went last
Listen.
week, and I have a couple of recommendations because it gets packed.
Yes, let's
Go
hear it.
at 6. Go at 6. You can still find parking. If you can't park at Central Machine Works, there's a lot next door where you can park for $10. Totally worth it. The music starts like at 7:30ish, I think is around when the opener came on. And then the main act is like 8:30, 8:45ish. So, but it's still like, that's an early
show.
Early show for Austin. But yeah, it does get really, really packed.
Yeah.
So just be ready for that and go early if there's somebody that you really want to see. But it's like still a crowd you can like wiggle into, to get a better view if you want. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Highly recommend.
The next stage. So tonight is Heartless Bastards with Jane Leo.
Fun.
Yeah, and that's going to be a good show. Heartless Bastards are good. And again, it's free. And again, it's all ages. And, like Eva Ruth said, just get there early.
Yeah.
and park it and camp it because it's cooled off. So you can just like go grab a drink, sit outside, enjoy the weather.
They have
food and see a good, see some live music for free. Also happening tonight, I mentioned this before, is the Be Seen Frills and Thrills. That's going on at the Blanton Museum from 7 p.m. to 11. It's revel in Baroque beauty with lavish fun and a dash of Halloween flair. So they're going to have like drinks and they're going to have ornate fashions and it's alongside the El Greco Velasquez and Hispanic Baroque exhibit. And there's going to be dancing and live music all night and you can craft and there's going to be a giant chessboard and a photo booth. It just sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, so those two things are tonight. Tomorrow, y'all, if I was in Austin, I would be at the Glorilla concert. Glorilla is going to be here, and they're calling it Trick or Trap. Ooh. And if you don't know who Glorilla is, I'm from Memphis. What you know about me, Big GL? Oh, okay. Anyways, Glorilla is one of my favorite rappers. She's going to be at Moody Theater, starts at 7. Trick or Trap, Glorilla, tickets are on sale. It looks like it's going to be like awesome. It's her and 4 other people whose names I cannot pronounce because there's a lot of X's.
Yeah.
But it looks fun. But also, if you're looking for something like during the day tomorrow, the Carver Museum is having an event called Pumpkin Carver. And it's going to be a pumpkin carving contest, costume contest, fun activities like for the kids and stuff. And it's going to be from 12 to 3.
Cute.
Yeah. And the carver is going to supply free pumpkins. So it's like 2 pumpkins per family. And they'll provide the carving kits, goodie bags, and food and drinks. And so if you want to do something with your kids tomorrow during the day, that would be super cute at the Carving Museum.
I love the pumpkin carver.
I love that.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
And that's so cute. And I want to remind everybody that you can vote all this weekend. You can vote today, tomorrow, and Sunday. You can do your early voting. It doesn't stop on the weekend. You can vote from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Today and tomorrow. And then on Sunday, you can vote from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. So you can vote on the weekends. And Carver is one of those places that you can vote. And then you can hop on over and watch the costume contest or carve some pumpkins.
I love it. Okay,
so the last thing that I want to talk about is there is a Halloween parade on the East Side that's happening Saturday night. It's called Clash of the Titans. It's going to have Dead Music Capital Band. It's going to be cash prize. There's going to be a costume contest. It's up to you. If you want to put on a costume and walk in the parade, you can do that. It's going to start at Pan Am Park, and then they're going to do a little route, just like kind of make the block, and they're going to end up at Hyperreal Film Club, and there's going to be a big after party. So those are my recommendations for this weekend.
Sounds great.
So fun. Yeah.
I know. It's like you can get out, you can do fun things, you can do Halloween stuff, and you can also do your civic duty and vote. Like it's a good weekend in the city, y'all.
Amen.
Before we go, I just want to talk about our neighbors. Our CityCast Austin neighbors are some of our favorite people, and we want you to be one of our favorite people. So you should become one of our neighbors. If you like what you hear and you're enjoying our podcast, or you know what, I tell you what, if you want to hear more from us, if there are things that you are not hearing from us and you want to hear from us, become a neighbor so we can have these conversations. We want to hear from you and we want to engage with you. And we want to know what you think about how we're doing. Right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And so, you can become a neighbor today. And when you do become a neighbor, of course, we'll shout you out. There's a lot of little perks, but I think one of my favorite perks are, we will shout out businesses that you love around the city.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to membership.citycast.fm. You can become a neighbor. We can chop it up and have fun, and it'll be amazing.
Yay. Join our membership program.
Actually, we should skip that entire membership pitch, and it should just be you going, join our membership program.
Or else we're going to come to your house and give you a noogie.
Oh.
What is a noogie?
A noogie?
Oh, that's
Remember?
right. That's right. That's right.
Cartoon Bobby, he was always getting noogies.
That's right. Those things hurt so much. Okay. Become a CityCast Austin neighbor, or Eva Ruth will give you a noogie.
That's right.
That's all you need to know. Okay. You have your marching papers. Get out into the city. Go do good things. Have some fun. Vote. Enjoy the rain that Kelsey and her colleagues have said we're going to have this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Be responsible. We'll see y'all soon. Kelsey, Eva Ruth, thank you so much for rounding out the news with me this week.
Of course. TTYL.
Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's all for today here on CityCast Austin. Our executive producer is Eva Ruth Moravec. Our producer is Alyssa Castles, and I'm your host, Nikki Devon. Our Hey Austin newsletter editors this week are Adrian Gonzalez and Kelsey Bradshaw. Music is by Nelson Valente Aguilar of Como Las Movies, with additional music by Alva Kimonos and Donna and Jarrett Lutz from Triple Scoop Music via Getty Images. If you enjoyed the show, why not tell a friend, rate the show, leave us a review, and of course, subscribe to our Hey Austin newsletter. We'll be back Monday morning with more news from around the city. Bye, y'all.